All right, welcome to a announcement video from Mr. Kuchma. It is August 24th. The summer has blitzed by, and another school year is starting. So for many of you, this is actually your very first announcement video from me, but many of you know me for the past little while. Um, so I wanted to quickly just chat about this upcoming school year, some of the changes, get you guys ready. So there's going to be some general information for everybody, and then I'm going to have some more specific information at the end. I'll try to keep it relatively short and sweet. I've had a really great summer. My wife and I took our kids to Silverwood at the beginning of summer. We're just up in Prince George. We were up in Prince George coincidentally during the crazy fires that came through the Okanagan, and so we wanted to go. And my wife's mom, so my mother-in-law, she has a twin sister, and she lives up in Prince George, so we're going to visit her. And we left Wednesday morning to go there, and Wednesday night the fires popped up. So literally perfect timing. We were up there for a week. Now I'm back in Kelowna, and I'm just preparing for the school year. So it's been busy. I've done a lot of new intakes, so there's lots of new families joining HCOS this year, which is awesome. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna send you guys. This video is gonna be made, but I'm also gonna send you a link, links in my email, so that you guys can actually take a look at a few things. But I want to start off on our homepage. So I am here at onlineschool.ca/HCOS, HCOS. And this is going to be your hub for basically everything. And this is where I want to start. I have this bookmarked on my taskbar right here. So when I click HCOS, it just brings me right to this page. And I would definitely recommend that you bookmark this page, as it basically can take you everywhere that you would need to go as a student with us. So, students, all you grade 10 to 12s, if you take a look at this access button, all new courses for the upcoming school year are now going to be in Brightspace. So you will access them here. If you are still finishing up old courses, which I know some of you are, you can still log into your old Moodle. On the topic of courses, I have met with so many of you over the summer and just back in June to set up the upcoming school year, for courses, credits, all of that. If I have not done that with you yet, we will definitely need to schedule that coming up here in early September. This week I am getting everything ready for the upcoming school year, and then next week I have our teacher conference. It's called Renew Ed, and me and all of the staff for HCOS meet together for a week in Kelowna. So that's what I'm going to be doing next week, so I won't be around. And then the following week, first week of September, I'll be back, and I can meet with you if we've not set things up. So just looking back, Moodle, this is what Moodle looks like. It's shut down. No one can access it right now. But these are some of the courses that I teach, and you would see the courses that you are in, and you'll still be able to access them. This is what Brightspace looks like. I wanted to quickly show you guys. I'm logged in, and many of you guys are going to be, well, no, pretty much all of you guys are going to be new to Brightspace. Some of you may have started a summer course, and if you did start a summer course, then you would have already seen Brightspace, but I don't know how many of you actually did. But it's cool. When you first log in, the very first thing is kind of this like welcome intro, and it takes you through general information, setting up different things. So this is going to be a really awesome way for you to just learn about how things work. Required software. You need a computer. Yes. We definitely recommend Google Chrome. That's what I use for everything. Yeah. Google Docs will work if you guys got a Chromebook. I personally use Microsoft Office, and so on. I think if you have Office or a Mac, you use Pages. But anyway, there's all these different steps. So there's how to set up your profile, all this stuff. I've already done this, so I'm not going to walk you through. But when you first log into Brightspace for your very first time, I want you guys to really slowly go through this tutorial. It's going to help you just see what Brightspace looks like, and all that kind of stuff. So there's all these little like screenshots and whatnot, and then this is what a course will look like. So I teach some synchronous courses, so I'll go into my life sciences online synchronous course, and this is what it will look like. You'll jump in. I think basically every single course will have a start here, and that is where you basically just go through a couple different things, and it'll have like the course information, how to get started, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go back to the HCOS homepage. Parents, if you don't have NCOM bookmarked, NCOM is kind of the place where parents use things. At the Access, we also have NCOM. So it's super nice. Basically, everything that you need to use is right here. I'm going to show you a couple more spots on this page just to highlight some of the exciting things. So I'm going to actually scroll down to Programs and Curriculum. All right. So if you are wondering what courses are offered and you want to take a look, this is definitely the place to go. So I'm going to show you the course library. I'm going to show you learning groups, and I'm going to show you the travel programs. So the course library, you can search for specific graded courses. In grade 10, there are 6 required courses, so you don't get that much opportunity to take fun electives yet, like computer studies, but you can take 1 or 2 depending on what your school year looks like. But then in grade 11 and 12 combined, there are only 6 required courses. So you actually get a lot of, a big chance to take fun electives in grade 11 and grade 12. So for instance, in grade 10, there's only 1 PE course. But if you go to grade 11 and in grade 12, there are 3 of them. There's active living, fitness and conditioning, and outdoor ed, which are all super cool. All a little bit different. Fitness and conditioning, that's definitely more like working out if you have a gym pass. Active living would kind of be more along the lines if you're playing a sport. And then outdoor ed is everything outside. Hiking, biking, camping, hunting, all that kind of stuff. So, course library you can go through. If you are wanting, maybe you really like the synchronous classes, and you say, honestly, I want to take as many synchronous courses as I possibly can. You could take a look at the grade 12. I know that there's, not PE. You could take a look at which courses are going to be synchronous. So you can see there's English First Pupils, Pre-Calc Foundations of Math 12, Anatomy and Physiology, English Studies 12, the Humanities program, and is there any more? And Career Life Connections. So these are all courses that you can take, and all of our synchronous courses have a weekly Zoom meeting. And I know that lots of people really benefit from this. You can search that for every grade level, and you can find out synchronous courses for you. So that is the course library. I'll leave it there. You guys can have a lot of fun, especially those coming into grade 11 and grade 12. You're going to have the opportunity to take more ADST, arts, second languages, physical and health education courses. Or if you really, love science, you can take more than just one science. You can take multiple sciences. Or if you love social studies, you can take more than just one social studies. So that's pretty exciting. I'm also going to quickly talk about the travel programs. So some of you have already contacted me because I'm not the one who's heading up any of these, but Chelsea and Trish are kind of like principal and vice principal. They've sent out communication about these. Our comparative civilization program is coming back this year. A bunch of information can be found here. And you get at least 12 credits, so you have to take at least 3 courses. But you can take more than that. And this course, or this program, takes you to Europe, where you literally get to read Ephesians and Ephesus. You get to learn about like art history and then go to the Louvre in Paris. You get to read Romans in Rome, all those really cool types of things. So it's a really awesome trip, and you can learn more by contacting Mr. Daly and Mr. Vanny. And then Adventure Discipleship is another very awesome, kind of ongoing. We've been running this program for a long time, and it's a course that I should actually go back. The Comparative Civilizations, this combines Christian studies with comparative cultures, which is a social studies 12 credit, and then one of the other ones. So like art studio, philosophy, world religions. So you can do, and you can take all of these if you wanted. You can take all 5, but a minimum of 3. And then Adventure Discipleship is 3 courses. It's Christian Studies, it's PE, and Leadership. And at the end, you go through the course. It's super awesome. You learn, you engage, and then you get to go on a trip, a week-long backpacking trip. So that's obviously something to get excited about. Both of these do cost a decent amount of money. This one, it's anywhere from $4,000 to $4,500, or $4,000 to $4,500. And you need to be able to pay the down payment at the beginning of the year. So if you're in grade 10, this isn't for you anyway. This is for grade 11 and 12s. Whereas the Adventure Discipleship is for grade 10 to 12s. Anyone can. But that's to buy your ticket on the plane. So it's pretty exciting. So if you're in grade 10, or even if you're just in grade 11, you don't have any money, save up your money until you're in grade 12, and this can be your trip. I definitely actually recommend leaving this trip until grade 12 if possible, because of just how awesome it is. And then, yeah, Adventure Discipleship is there as well. So that's another thing that I want to show you that has just information on this course page. And then lastly, this is specifically for grade 10s, but honestly, anyone can participate in these. Learning groups are, if you're like social, if you're like me, I'm super duper extroverted, you have the opportunity of doing things with other kiddos. And there's lots of these in lower grades. There's fewer of them in higher grades. I should put this in like writing now. I promise that I will try. I'm not going to promise that I will do it, but I'm definitely going to try to do a couple of these this year for students. So you'll know if I'm doing one. I'll tell you. But yeah, if you go to participate now, essentially these are like things that you can jump into for high school students all over. So there's a bunch of filters, kind of like that course registry page, where we're going to say, I'm going to just choose grade 10 because there's one specific one that I want to show you guys. But if you're in grade 11, you can choose grade 11. If you're in grade 12, you can choose grade 12. And it'll show all the different learning groups that are available. Now, the only problem is that some of these don't work. There's a virtual book club. That works for anyone because you can join the book club. It's pretty cool. I've heard this is great. But this one's like the Vernon Outdoor Education Student Club. Well, this one, you have to be in Vernon. So if you live far away from Vernon, it's not going to really work that great. So that's the way that kind of works. This is a Chilliwack Track and Field Club. So what you're probably going to want to do is you're probably going to want to choose ones that are in the interior. And you can find out that there's a Myra Canyon bike tour. I don't know if I can go on this one. I haven't confirmed. But I love biking. I love Myra Canyon. And one of my friends is leading it. So I'm going to try to make this one. And all you have to do is apply. And so there's like a little form that you can fill out. But then what I want to show you is that there's virtual ones. So if you go to virtual and school-wide, I told you about the virtual book club, but there are going to be specifically for Science 10. If you guys are in grade 10, there's going to be some for chemistry. And if you are taking Science 10 this year as an online or an online synchronous course, I so strongly recommend taking these. The labs are run, I believe, by Mr. Dory, who is a phenomenal teacher who has taught Science 10 for many years. I'm just going to click on the details and apply just to see, because this is one that I would recommend every single grade 10 student to enroll in, if at all possible. And you can see literally all the different dates that happen. It's available to all students. It's 10 to 11 a.m. on Mondays. So hopefully that time slot works. And then it costs $95. This is, you have to pay for some of the learning groups. They aren't free. Not all of them are. I believe if I go back to the book club, that's going to be free. I can't imagine that one costing any money. Oh no, I guess it just costs $95. Okay, so maybe that's just like a general thing. So anyway, it looks like there's a minimum and maximum amount of students, and there's like a bunch of different books that you get to take a look at. But anyway, learning groups are really awesome. I highly recommend the chemistry one. And then, I mean, honestly, I was such a big reader when I was younger. I love it. Rachel Decker is the daughter of Ted Decker, and Ted Decker is my favorite author of all time. So I'd probably be wanting to do this one, or I'd maybe convince them to do a Ted Decker novel because that's my favorite. I literally have a son named after a Ted Decker character. But anyway, that is just a quick, like, hey, 3 different spots, the learning groups, the course library, and the travel programs that are all available from this one website. As well, all of your courses are going to be available here very soon. So I'm excited for this 2023-2024 school year. I really am. I get to teach at the CC Plus here in Kelowna. I know that you guys are all over the province. Please feel free to reach out to me directly if you have questions or concerns or inquiries about this upcoming school year. But I really do also hope that you guys are getting excited, just like me, for another school year. So as you guys get ready, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may he give you, or may his lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. Take care.